But that also randomly got me thinking about Zelda and Adventure Time for some reason.
Hmm.
And I was thinking about the similarities between the two, and then I came up with an idea. What if we got a Zelda animated series by the team that made Adventure Time, and an Adventure Time game similar to like the Link's Awakening remake?
That would be cool.
I feel like that'd be real. I feel like the style, both the animation style and the storytelling style of Adventure Time would really suit Zelda.
Mm.
Even if they wanted to do less of a anthology, for less like of a better word, take on it, like how Adventure Time is a bunch of sporadic episodes with a storyline going throughout, but that's sprinkled throughout rather than it being continuous. If they
Right.
wanted to have it be more continuous with those with it being the other way around, with the sporadic episodes being sprinkled throughout, it would still
Mm.
work. I feel like it would be so good. It would be very interesting to see that.
Absolutely. And Zelda deserves a redemption arc for its animated series because the original one is so bad.
It's so funny though.
It's so funny, but like it makes me sad because it's like Zelda deserves better.
Yeah, but after Mario does it sounds like 2 billion, makes like $2 billion, they're definitely gonna make a Zelda movie.
For real.
So people have this weird thing where they don't want to, like, when people say like yes, Smash Bros. Universe, they get weird about it because when people think about cinematic universe, they immediately think about Marvel or DC and how all these movies are connected, and how in some cases that can be detrimental because everything tends to feed into making this big crossover movie after a while rather than focus on the individual stories.
Mm.
But like, why does anybody think that's what a Smash Bros. Universe would be? Because
Yeah.
it wouldn't. It's not like Zelda and Mario and Star Fox and Metroid and fucking F Zero are all going to be taking place in the same universe.
Right.
What's going to happen is that they're all going to get their own movies with their own tones, hopefully their own animation styles, and they're going to be their own things 100%. And just like it's explained in the video games, it's going to be like, I don't know, Masahiro Sakurai and gonna is gonna like open a toy chest and pull out some toys and start playing with them, and they're gonna come to life or something like that.
Right.
It's literally just gonna be them being plucked out of their individual, distinct universes and thrown into one singular one to work together for one movie. And once they're thrown back into their own universe, everything that happened in that one crossover movie does not need to affect their universe. And that's how it should be, and that's how they're probably going to do it because Nintendo is very particular about these type of things, and
Oh yeah.
and they've seen how Marvel has worked, and they also seen how Marvel has messed up in some cases. So I'm sure they're same with DC. So I'm sure they're going to see that and recognize how to do it in a way that doesn't diminish each individual property while also being able to give people that Smash Bros. Movie with all these characters interacting that they want.
Right.
Like it's not that complicated. Like people get irrationally upset when you say this does. They be like, oh, it doesn't need to be connected universe. You're right, it doesn't, and it won't. There will be one crossover movie, and outside of that, they probably won't interact.
It's like Nintendo is very careful with their IPs. They're not just gonna be like, oh, let's make this whole continuous. Like Nintendo's not gonna do that.
Yeah,
They don't. I hate to say it, they don't care enough to do that. Like it's too much work, and the like I guess storyline in air quotes as much you can say that for like Smash is already set. They're not going to edit that because of that. How careful they are with their IPs.
like other than like Sonic and Mario, like you're not gonna see Link and Mario randomly have a crossover movie.
Right.
Like that's not gonna happen. Also, I would 100% expect it to be just Nintendo characters. Is one, they're not gonna have like all 100 or almost 100 characters in the movie. They're gonna start off
Yeah.
with like the original characters, like 12 characters or something like that, probably less. But yeah, it'll be. I just want a Metroid movie so bad.
And that's real.
That's number one on my list. Is a Metroid movie, and they need it. They need to make it PG-13 and a little bit scary. Don't try and make it super kiddie. I want it to be scary.
Like the games are.
But yeah, moving on.